Hey everyone, welcome back. Lately, I've been seeing a lot of players talking about a method that's supposed to give unlimited diamonds in Game of Vampires. According to the posts and videos, it's quick to use, works on Android and iPhone, and doesn't require any extra downloads. I'll be honest, I was pretty skeptical. Claims like this show up all the time, and most of them never work the way people say they do. So I decided to test it myself and record the whole process. In this video, I'll show you exactly what happened and whether my diamond balance actually changed. Let's get started. Before trying anything, I wanted to check my account so I could compare the results later. After checking everything, I started following the instructions that were being shared online. The first thing I needed was my player ID. You probably know that every account has its own unique ID. I opened the profile section and found mine within a few seconds. Since it's an important part of the process, I made sure to save it before moving on. Nothing unusual here so far. Pretty standard. Next, I opened my browser and visited the website that players kept recommending. At first glance, everything looked pretty simple. The layout was clean, there weren't many settings to deal with, and it seemed like the whole process was built for mobile users. I searched for Game of Vampires, selected the option related to diamonds, and continued to the next step. So far, everything was straightforward, and I was curious to see if this method would actually lead to anything or not. After that, I was asked to enter a few account details. The main thing required was the player ID that I had copied earlier. There was also an option to select the platform I was playing on. Once everything was filled in correctly, I continued to the next screen. The site then displayed a loading animation and started showing various connection messages. It looked like the system was processing something in the background. Of course, whether any of that was actually happening is impossible to know just by looking at the screen. A few moments later, I reached the section where I could choose the amount of resources. There were several different options available. For the purpose of this test, I selected one of the larger amounts because it would be easier to notice if anything changed later. After making the selection, I continued and waited for the process to finish. The loading screen ran for a little while before moving on to the final stage. Before the process could be completed, there was one more requirement. The site asked for a verification step. This seems to be pretty common with sites that make these kinds of claims. I'd already completed this step while preparing to record the video, so I won't be doing it again. I followed the instructions and completed the process. So, let's skip to the most interesting part, the final result, and see what would happen. Now for the part everyone was waiting for. Once the process was complete, I closed everything, launched Game of Vampires again, and immediately checked my diamonds balance. What happened next genuinely caught me off guard. The extra diamonds appeared on the account right away. There was no loading period, no refresh, and no need to restart the game a second time. As soon as I got back in, everything was already showing up, which was definitely unexpected. And that's the complete test. Now, you've seen the full test from beginning to end, so you can make your own opinion about it. If you've ever tried something similar before, let me know your experience in the comments below. I'd be interested to hear whether your results were different. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel for more mobile gaming hack tests and experiments. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.